Hey, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Crushing Land. Happy that you're here to join us today as we discuss another relevant land investing topic that's on a lot of people's minds. The reason we're discussing this topic today is twofold. One, a couple people have asked about it in our group, first and foremost, and the reason for that is probably because of the time of the year that it is. So today, as recording this, it is December 22nd. 2021. This question comes up each and every year right around this time. It also comes up at other points during the year as well. And that is there times where I should shut down certain aspects of my business? Now, obviously, it comes up this time of year because of the holidays. And so people bring that up and they're like, is it worth, continuing to send mail? Is it worth continuing to send offers? Is it worth doing all of these different things during this time of the year? And the simple answer to that is it depends. Now, I say it's simple and then I say it depends. And the reason it's that is it really depends on what it is that you are trying to do. So, for example, we always mail consistently in our business. That's the lifeblood of our business. And so we are very consistent with doing that. That being said, we often do shut down our mail this time of year. That's not because I shouldn't be mailing, though. That's not because people don't respond. It's because we're basically taking a break. We travel. We don't want the phone ringing, things like that. So we're basically giving ourselves a little bit of a reprieve. And yes, we use a call center and those calls are going to them, but we still don't want to be coming back to a stack of things that we need to deal with. And so we're kind of adjusting that to our own business needs. The other thing that happens this time of year is that people aren't as likely to respond. Now, do they still respond? Absolutely. You're still going to get responses. We have some calls that have come in today, this morning. Again, today is December 22nd and calls are still coming in. So people do call this time of year if they're around and things like that. The other thing that happens is obviously people get that mail, and if they're on vacation, they'll call later. So they may be gone this time of year. They come back, the first week of January, and we always see flux in calls at that point as well because people are responding to things that may have come in over a number of weeks. So that's a part as well. The other thing that's involved right now is in the current situation is that the mail system is not exactly reliable. And so people are getting letters that we mailed in November. And here we are at the end of it's working with the time there. Now, in some cases, we mail letters in November and they get them 3 days later. In some cases, it's a month later. So it's kind of all over the place. And so if you're trying to time it right, it may not work so that well anyway. So we do see a little bit of a decline in our responses this time of year if we are mailing. Sometimes we mail, sometimes we don't. But if we do mail, we will see a little bit of a decline this time of year because of that. But again, it usually picks up right after that. Other times of the year as well, again, you can time it as best as you're able to in order to fit your needs. So for example, there are other times that are just random times that we shut down our business, basically that part of our business because we're going to be gone. So for example, we may be going overseas. We went overseas for 3 weeks. If we're going overseas, we don't want a ton of things coming in that time. So in the weeks leading up to that, we didn't have any mail going out so that the responses would be less during that time and we wouldn't come back to an insane amount. But with that being said, we also have it set up so that mail would be going out when we were gone. So literally we're leaving and just after we had mail going out so that those calls would be coming in right as we were coming back so that really we weren't missing anything there. We didn't want to start when we came back because that would put an even further delay on it. So a couple of things you can do with mailing. So again, it comes up this time of year because of the holidays, but also you can use that format basically anytime for your own business. Now, that as far as offers go, as far as other parts of your business, absolutely keep sending them now. That has no bearing on anything, what the time is. In fact, if anything, we've noticed an increase in responses. So for those in the Facebook group, this morning, you may have seen my post of sending out a bunch of second offers. Why are we doing that right now? Because people in general are spending more money right now. So what does that mean? Well, now they're looking at an opportunity to get some money back. So we always see an uptick in in responses this time of year because of that. They've spent a lot of money, and now it's like, oh, here's an opportunity where maybe I can actually get some money back. Somebody's offering, something on my property. So they may or may not be interested in selling generally. Most of those people obviously had some interest. They obviously had some interest because they responded and said, yes, I'm interested in selling, but they may not have been interested in our offer. But as more time has gone by and as they've thought about a little more and things like that, now they're getting this second offer and they haven't done anything with it. And now they've spent some money. So it's just a little bit of an increase in response rate because of that. So yes, definitely be making offers this time of year. Also in that post, you saw that I sent out a bunch of neighbor letters as well. Why did I do that? Again, because this time of year, now we're coming after the new year. As we come after the new year, what we see is that in the beginning of January is that there's a big uptick in sales as well. People are more likely to purchase at that point. Maybe they didn't spend money, or maybe they've received something, or some things have changed, or it's a different tax year. Whatever the reasons are in their mind, we always kind of see it jump up right as the new year hits. So because of that, we have all of that going out. So just a couple of little tips you can use as you're growing your business here, and as you're getting letters ready to go out, as you're getting ready to send more mail. Yes, keep sending mail year round. If you want to take some breaks, do it because of you, not because of circumstances that are around you. But the key with that is, again, when I say take breaks, it's minimal. We're mailing 48, 50 weeks out of the year, right? We're not, this isn't like a, half the year mailing, half the year not. No, we continue to mail each and every week. It's just little breaks here and there for our own needs. And then when it comes to making offers, we keep making them regularly and things like that. But we do see certain trends around certain times of the year. And so we try to adapt to them as best as possible. So again, everybody, thanks for joining us. It's great to have you here with us. And we'll catch you next week for another episode of Crushing Land.